Hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Well, this will certainly be a stern test of resolve. These are opponents for whom winning comes so easily.
Well, when you come up against opposition that have the momentum and confidence that this team has, you have to form a plan. And in this instance, it has to be about sending an extremely quick car into heavy traffic. Defensive numbers can help pull it off, and while it may not sound the most exciting approach, there's an art to good defence too. We must remember that, and they have to get it right.
The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this? Zaha! It's in! That has brought the house down. What a wonderful hit.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Sheffield draw first blood here.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Tottenham are the most prolific team in the league this season. And here's Kane. It's been intercepted and that will come to nothing. Sheffield haven't lost any of their last 5 games on the road. Has he picked him out? Shaped for an overhead! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
The Tongan with the crossfield ball.
Tottenham have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Rose. Oh, nice touch. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Eriksson. Breaks on here, and he's away. He's through and all along. Zaha! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Sheffield take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either...
And the half-time whistle goes. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Sheffield go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. It's the start of another 45 minutes. Sheffield are the standout defensive side of the moment. They've not conceded in their last 5. Ericsson. And here's Kane. Got a shot away! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Forward it goes. And here's Kane. Son Heung-min. He's picked him out. He's away. Big chance!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
Sissoko has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. The defence can get it clear. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And here's Kane. He hits it! That's a real chance missed.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
Great run on the overlap here. He gets past his man. Floats one over. A chance! Has a goal! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Lucas Moura. Ericsson. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Lucas Moura. Hits one!
Lucas Moura clearly became one-eyed then. He just decided to force it.
Kane has been found. Finds himself eased off the ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Sheffield have just reminded us why we love this game so much. The seemingly impossible is proven otherwise, and they merit great praise.
So that's it for today. Thank you. Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. And already we're underway here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Alexandre Lacazette. He really is a top-class striker, Peter. His movement's so sharp and instinctive, and his first touch is usually bang on, giving him the best possible opportunity of getting an effort away. He's not just a goal poacher, though. He puts in a good defensive shift too, pressing the opposition high up the pitch.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Gets up to head it! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Lacazette simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Massive lead! Clearance and very necessary. That's the throw. It's come through, and the finish! It's there! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
He's through and all along, Zaha! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That was great pressure to force the initial error, Peter. It's the perfect example as to why this is a favourite tactic of a lot of teams these days.
Sheffield have been good here at home, undefeated in the last 5.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's
Lacazette! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Ceballos gets it back. Gets away from his opponents. Oh, it's opened up. Real chance! That'll be the final action of the first half. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So in They come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Arsenal get the ball rolling for the second period. Across the field it goes. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Loses his balance and loses the ball. All the way back and they start again. For Pastathopoulos. David Luiz. And it's played forward, and it's Kolasinac. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Ceballos. Forward it goes. He's pinged one through here. Zaha!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Arsenal are making a change now. Well, this is what we've been waiting for Pastathopoulos. Torreira.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation.
Face to face with the keeper. He's had a shot! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yes, the turn and finish is to be admired, but what about the sense of urgency and desire to move the ball with such pace on the break as soon as it was retrieved?
Arsenal making consecutive changes here. Sheffield 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Mustafi switches it towards the other side. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Gets the better of his man. Aimed in towards the centre. Guendouzi. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Mesut Ozil. That's good. So that's it. It is all over. Sheffield always look the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the results. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Sheffield have just reminded us why we love this game so much. The seemingly impossible is proven otherwise, and they merit great praise.
Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. We have already started here. So... Oh, shooting chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Sheffield have the league's best defensive record. And it's played forward, done very well to intervene. Albrighton, Vardy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that it's bounced back off the post. A real chance and a real let-off. Goes direct to the front line. Has a hit!
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're underway again. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Oh, good stop, it had to be. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And it's Chilwell. Well, they can break here. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Chilwell does well there, alert. Sheffield have a terrific defensive record over the last 5 games. Forward it goes. Zaha! Zaha! Oh, wow! An absolute pile driver! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Sheffield take the lead.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind, when the going gets tough, etc.
He's there to get rid. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Zaha! Oh, the ball's come loose!
Sheffield are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Across the field it goes. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. The points by no means guaranteed just yet. Zaha.
Sheffield certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Maddison crosses it in, and that's been levered clear. Barnes, Maddison, and it's hoisted clear, and it's been taken straight back. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it. That was enough. Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. So red and white, of course, the preeminent colours at Old Trafford, which is now officially the largest club football ground in England. Its capacity 75,000 and growing. And already we're underway here. So this, the first game beyond the halfway point of the season. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Sheffield are having to deal not just with their opponents, but also with a congested... Oh, that is asking for trouble! And it's Zaha! And he's done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
And that puts him right up in contention to be the competition's top scorer. Sheffield take the early advantage. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Looks to bypass the midfield. Sheffield are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to... Speculative strike. Just off target.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper. Manchester United have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
A real chance of it. Zaha! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And it's been taken straight back. Wan-Bissaka hoists it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Zaha! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's just unfortunate, really, really unfortunate.
And it's half-time here. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Sheffield leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Pogba tries to clear. Sheffield have and a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and having notched a goal already, Peter, he's not going to be allowed to run off the shoulder as much as he'll want.
Big chance! Goes for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
And it's Rashford. With Tomine. Just brushed off the ball there. Oh, good interception. Maguire drives it forward. Real chance! He's got away with one there.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And it's played forward. He spotted the run and played him through. It's a brilliant interception.
Sheffield are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Besic goes looking. Zaha! Oh, that should have been two.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
It's the through ball. Sheffield have a free kick. Probably be looking to play it square from here. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. In for a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. And he's straight offside. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Minutes away from what would be a huge upset. And that's it. Sheffield win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scoreline suggests. You know, after the goal, the team just...